Well, so good afternoon again, everybody. I am glad that you are here. I'm glad to see you here. So as I was telling you, we will have to wait probably just one more minute. In the meantime, the rest of the students join. By this time now, it's 21 of you, which is great. But well, we are still missing some others. Please remember that as we are joining the session, the microphones should be off. It is important because otherwise all of this outer noise kind of interrupts the session, okay? Today I will be taking attendance with your participation in Kahoot and also with your participation in the rest of the activities, okay? Well, so it's 22 of us right now. Probably the rest will be joining soon. And well, so last class, if you remember, we were talking about different ways that we have for doing some entertainment, okay? And actually, we were discussing on some ways that you already do, some ways in which you already have entertainment, and some others in which you would like to try that you will probably not very sure, but you said you were going to try, okay? And we were discussing the good things and the not very funny things about following this type of entertainment. So today we are going to be talking about some way of entertainment that you actually miss. Last class, most of you were telling me that you missed getting together with your friends and gathering and doing fun stuff with them. Some of you even mentioned like going to parties, right? And well, I understand you. So in today's session, we will be talking about, in the first part, remember that Zoom disconnects in the at the 40 minutes. So then it will be very important, please, that as soon as it disconnects, you reconnect again, okay? And I will repeat this instruction in Spanish. Recuerden que Zoom se desconecta a los 40 minutos y nosotros nos tenemos que volver a conectar. Okay, so don't forget that, please. It's very, very important. So, well, what we are going to be doing today, as I was explaining before, is in this first part of the session, we are going to be planning a party. That will be the topic. It's not that we're going to plan a party ourselves. We will be using for these purposes future going to as part of the review. Then we're going to pretend that the party already took place and we will be doing some narrating about how the party was, using simple past versus past progressive. And we will be in the second part doing some Ket practice, okay? It is important to mention that these two topics of the first part reinforce part of the Ket practice exam that we will be taking today, okay? So again, remember that for today's session, we need Kahoot, and you will, for the second part of the session, you will be needing the Ket materials that I uploaded. Okay, so using the chat box, tell me, would you like to do some Kahoot now? Would you like to play a little bit? Use the chat box to say yes, no, yes. Okay, let's see. If most of you say no, forget about it. Okay, perfect. So, look, listen to the instructions very carefully. We're going to play Kahoot. I know that some of you take the Zoom session in your cell phones. For those who do that, I will write the Kahoot pin so that you can see the questions in your Kahoot. But for the rest of you who have the computer and the cell phone, please follow me so that we can see the screen and we can do the whole thing. Okay? Very good. So, then let's play. Again, if you are using your mobile phones for Zoom, right now change screens, go to the Kahoot screen, and type the following PIN. For the ones who are using only the mobile. Si están usando tanto celular como computadora, quédense conmigo, no escriban este PIN. Okay? So let's see, and now I am going to share my Kahoot screen. And there we go. Okay, so let's play. And here we go. The pin for the ones who are watching the Kahoot in the computer is 9284711. If you are in your cell phones, you have to use the other pin, 082899091. So come on, join. Just Diego has joined. Antonio now, very good. Who else? Jimena Romero, thank you. Patricio, thanks for joining. Tamara, remember this is very important because it's part of your attendance and participation too. Andy Escobedo, very good. Andrea Cruz, Ana Pao, perfect. Jorge.
Teacher, what was the
Sebastián.
pin for the cell phone?
For the ones who do not have computer now and are just using the cell phone, 082899091. Yes? Okay, thank you, Paolo. Who else? Daniela Juarez is there. Eric, perfect. Come on, just 13 of you. What about the others? Now just 12, so one abandoned. Hurry up. Paula, thank you. Who else? Natalia, very good. Alexa. Okay, keep your microphones off, everybody. 17 of you. Come on, who else is joining? We're going to get started and you don't want to miss the game. So come on, I will count up to 10 and I will wait no more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, wait a minute. 2 of you are trying to join. So let's see. Let's wait a little bit. Okay, so let's get started, okay? Stop making noises or I can see the microphone of the person who is talking, so please. Okay, so let's get started. Event in which you celebrate with people you like. Red Carnival, Blue Festival, Yellow Party, Green Parade. Okay, 15 right answers. Party, yeah, it's not a carnival. Good job. So let's see. List of things to do to plan a party. Red, checklist. Blue, quiz. Yellow, brainstorm. Green, document.
Teacher, the Kahoots, can I say it Spanish?
Silence.
Oh, it's
Okay, and the right answer is checklist. Yeah, it's not brainstorm, but a checklist. Yeah, the brainstorm can also be used as a list, but not really to write down everything that you already know you need. Very good. Okay, so let's move to the third question. List with people's names to attend your party. Red, class list. Blue, attendance list. Yellow, honor roll. Green, guest list. Oh, the correct answer was not attendance list, but guest list, okay? Because it's the list of your guests, actually, the people you are going to invite. Okay, Natalia in first place now, good. Let's continue, number 4. Money destinated for a project, in this case for the party. Red, savings, be careful. Blue, budget. Yellow, account. Green, check. And the correct answer is budget. Well, you can use your savings, but actually it is the budget, the money that you destinate to something. I am reading that some of you are having internet issues. Well, don't worry. I hope that you can work with no problem. And well, if you cannot log in this Kahoot, you can try the assigned one, 082811091. And let's continue. Here we go. So, same scores. 5, list of music you want to play in the party, of course. Red, DJ. Blue, playlist. Yellow, checklist. Green, guest list. And the correct one is playlist. It's not a DJ because it's a list of music. Okay, so let's be careful with that. We are introducing these words because those are the words that we're going to be using in the following activity. Let's be careful. Next, 6, what else do you need in a party? Now it is your turn to type. What else? We already have guest list, budget. We already wrote a guest list, playlist, checklist. But what else? And let's see what answers you wrote. I'm pretty sure everything is going to be correct. Probably I didn't mention, but I'm sure. Okay, let's see. You wrote cake, balloons, food, balloons, a lot of friends, pizza, decorations. Okay, good. Yeah, I didn't read your minds. All of your answers were correct. Yeah, okay, so let's see. Sebastian in the first place. Excellent. Okay, let's continue. Now, this is information. We're going to do a verse practice now here in Kahoot. And you have to read the verb and type the form you are requested. The forms could be past, present participle, or past participle. But let's remember, past and past participle forms. Some verbs are regular and they end in ed, like play, played, either in past and past participle, or visit, visited, past, past participle. But some others are irregular and change completely or do not change at all. For example, one that changes completely is, let's say, swim, swim, past swam, past participle swim. They change completely. Or some of them do not change at all, like the verb put. Put, put, put. So keep that in mind. Now, present participle. All verbs in present participle end in ing. Just be careful with the spelling because it's not only about adding ing. Like the verbs which end in e, you eliminate the e and you add ing. The one-syllable verbs with a vowel between two consonants, you double the consonant and you add ing, okay? So, are you ready? Say yes, true, blue, no, false, red. I hope you're ready. You are ready, I'm glad. Okay, so let's continue. 2 of you are not ready, oops. Okay, and be careful with the verbs. Past form of dance. You have to type it. Past form of dance. Is it regular or irregular? This is to be considered. And time is almost over. Okay, so the past form of dance is danced. Yes, it ends in ed. Okay, so very good. Let's continue. Okay, and here we go. Past participle form of go. Past participle. Is it regular or irregular? And you have to type your answer. Past participle of go. Hurry up. And it is gone. Past participle. Be careful with that. Okay, very good job, those 14. Now let's see. Good, Sebastian is still at the heads. Okay, next. Present participle form of have fun. This is the ing. Be careful with the spelling. Have fun. What's the correct one? Not everybody's ready, but let's see what you wrote. Having fun. Be careful with that spelling. Just take 6 of you. Whoops. Okay. Later we will see who requires more practice in this. Okay, next. Past form of enjoy. Is it regular or irregular?
Teacher, sorry for being too late. I lost the motion of the time and
Don't worry. And it is enjoy. Guys, stop playing the ones who are trying to play full writing silly answers, please. Or if you're not interested in the session, you can leave now. Okay, let's see. Next. Present participle form of sing, and this is the ing. What is the present participle form of sing?
Teacher, the game doesn't let me put anything.
Oh, I don't know why. Maybe it's something in your cell phone.
Me too.
Yes, maybe the internet, but
Or maybe the internet. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Singing. Very good. It's the ing form. Excellent job. Very good. Good. At the end, remember that at the end of the game, there are some statistics. And there, it's each person's name with the correct and the wrong answers. So, well, in this way, I will be able to see who requires more help, or like in the last question, who was playing, unfortunately. Okay, let's see. Next one, past participle form of eat. Past participle, is it regular or irregular? Okay, eat. That's a very simple one. It's eaten, just the past participle form. Have eaten is one way to decline the verb in present perfect, but the form of the verb is just one, okay? Good, eaten. Well, I guess we need more practice. And let's see. Present participle form of tell jokes. Which one is the verb here? Tell or jokes? So go ahead, type your answers. Okay. And the correct answer is telling jokes, the ing form. Good. Okay, well, most of you made a better answer now. And we're about to finish. 18, past form of celebrate. Past form of celebrate. Is celebrate a regular verb or an irregular verb? Come on, you still have time. Some of you are still missing. Celebrate, what is the past form? And it is with ed, celebrated. Be careful with that spelling. Okay, so good job, Sebas, Diego, Tamara. Very good, Alexa. 19, past participle form of drink. Past participle. You don't need to add have or has, just the past participle form of drink. Which one is it? Which one is the past participle form of drink? And it is drunk. Drink, drank, drunk is the past participle. Okay, well, better answers this time. And we're about to finish, and let's move to the last one. Past form of leave. Leave. Leave as in abandon a place, go out, leave. And it is, which one is the past form of leave? Actually, it's the same, the past form and the past participle form too. Whoops, it's irregular, left, okay? All right, so let's see the podium. Third place, Tamara. Good job, Tamara. Second place, Diego. Very good. And the extra participation of today is for Sebastian. Great job, Sebastian. And Alexa and Daniela did a very good job too. Okay, so maybe you are wondering, very good, congratulations all, how I can know who participate. Look, if I click here on view report, I can perfectly see what was the performance of each of you. Like for example, here I'm just shown 5, but if I click in show all, I can see everybody's participation. And the best of this is that I can save it in an Excel. How is this going to help me? Well, because this is going to help me help you. In this way, I will be able to know, first of all, who was here present in the class, and second of all, who requires some help. And I can even get more details, like, okay, who haven't finished? Yes, who need help? All right. And if I click in each person, I can get the answers. So it is very important for me so that I can help you. Okay. Well, so let's continue right now with the following part of the session, and I hope you have enjoyed it. If you want to improve your participation or your connection was not working well and you would like to do it again, you can do it again with the code that I have given you. Okay, this one over here, 0828991. You can repeat the exercise so that you can get a better score. And well, probably if you were fooling around, you can try again and take it a little bit more seriously so that you can have the real practice. Okay, so let's continue now. Over here, we have this chart that says, what do you need to plan a party? Imagine that you're going to plan a party, and I would like you to think on 7 things you need to buy and 7 actions or things you need to do. Like, for example, I would say, well, I need to buy a soda. So I will put it in number 1, soda. Try to put them in order of importance, okay? So for this activity, I am going to give you 3 minutes. Take out your notebooks, write down your names, today's date, and start writing things you need to buy, or you can simply write plan a party buy, plan a party do. Okay, the chronometer is already working, so let's get started. Okay, if you couldn't enter to Kahoot, don't worry, you can use the code that I provided to do it again. And well, I saw that some of you were not able to write because of the connection or something. Don't worry, I understand that. Remember that you can always recover. You don't understand. Okay, in your notebook, imagine that you're going to plan a party. What 7 things would you need to buy for the party? And what 7 things would you need to do for the party? This first part of the session is going to be over in 10 minutes. Remember that we need to reconnect again. Okay, did you come up with some ideas? You can use the chat box to write down your ideas. Drinks, very good. Yeah, what else? What else do you need to write or to do? Tell me. Okay, wait a minute because something happened with the screen. Okay, here we go. Okay, so what 7 things you need to buy? What 7 actions you need to do? Okay, you started writing. Good. I'm glad you are generating ideas. Now we're going to do the next. If you have no idea on what, I will show you the video of a girl who is preparing a special party. In the meantime, as you continue generating your ideas, you will watch the video and you are going to make notes. Yes? So let's watch it.
Hey guys, it's Noelle. In this Plan With Me series, I've been showing you a ton of different ways to plan out your life and your
Sorry for that. Okay,
bullet
here
journal, from your schoolwork to your after-school activities. But one thing I haven't touched on is how to plan parties in your bullet journal. And when birthday season comes around, your bullet journal can serve as a great resource to get all your party planning ducks in a row. So I'm going to show you some great ideas for spreads to help you plan your next birthday party. But before I get into it, definitely subscribe to 17's YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on any of our future bullet journaling tips and tricks. All right, let's go. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to be planning a Sweet 16, but you can use the following spreads to plan any type of party. It doesn't have to be a birthday party. It can be a homecoming party or a going away party, anything. For the first party planning layout, I thought it would be a great idea to have an opening page to kind of set the tone of your next few party planning pages. So I did a kind of opening spread for party planning. I started by drawing 2 strings across the top of the page and then drew little flags on them to look kind of festive and birthday party-like. I colored them in, alternating between pink and purple, which is a super easy doodle to make your page look really festive and fun. Then I wrote Sweet 16 in big fun hand lettering and gave it a pink drop shadow. Then I took my pink and purple gel pens and drew out some stars and dots to make it look like confetti is falling from the sky. Now we have set the tone and the page already feels super Sweet 16-y, but now we have to add the pertinent information for our party. So I took my pink marker and wrote out theme, date, time, where, and budget. Then all you have to do is fill in those categories with the information for your party. I decided for this Sweet 16, it's going to be a pretty small Sweet 16 with a Riverdale theme, since I'm obsessed with the show Riverdale. And it's going to be on April 19th from 8 p.m. to midnight. And it'll be at my house. And the budget is $250. When you're planning anything, it's super important to have a checklist. So the next page is going to be a simple party checklist so that you make sure you dot all your I's and cross all your T's. I decided to try to get a little...
Okay, before we continue, using the chat box, tell me, what kind of party is this girl planning? Using the chat box, what kind of party is the girl planning? A 16th birthday. Very good, a birthday. You know that here in Mexico, it's common to plan when girls turn 15, but in the United States is 16. Okay, so that's the way it's called. All right, so what is she doing to plan the party? What is she doing to plan the party? Use the chat box to participate. How? What strategy is she using to plan the party? Schedule, a list, okay, very good. So yeah, she's like having these different types of lists as the ones that we were checking on Kahoot. Okay, list, brainstorm, excellent. So let's continue watching and try like a bullet journal. Excellent, Natalia, very good. Actually, that's what she's using, a bullet journal. Okay, let's continue watching so that you can see all the elements, because then you are going to draft a similar planning.
Fancy with this page. I took my dark pink water-based marker and colored a little spot of dark pink onto my ruler. And then I took my light pink marker and rolled it through the color so that the light marker picks up the color of the dark marker. I just went and wrote party checklist in nice calligraphy. And as you can see, the method of blending the 2 colors created a sort of automatic gradient in the title that looks really pretty with the 2 shades of pink. And then all you have to do is write down a checklist of all the things that you have to get done before your party. I wrote things like finalize guest lists and send invites, buy decorations with a bullet list of the decorations that I'll need, and so forth. And that's it. All you have to do is check off everything that you get done as you go. Next, every party needs a guest list. For my guest list page, I decided to give the page a little birthday feel by drawing out my dream cake in the bottom right corner. And I colored the cake in gold and blue because those are the Riverdale colors. After I colored in my cake, I moved on to the title of the page. I wrote out guest list in big pink letters and outlined it with my black pen. And then after that, I wrote out my guest list with all my friends that will be receiving an invitation from moi in the coming days. Then I created 2 checkboxes by each name by coloring in the corners of each square. And that's just a little twist on a regular checkbox to kind of bring your layout to the next level. Then I took my purple gel pen and created a box with rounded corners around the whole list. Then I labeled the columns of checkboxes, and then if they RSVP, color in that checkbox as well. Next is another super simple layout, a budget page. All I did for this was write out budget in big black calligraphy. And then after that, you should write down a list of all the things that you know you'll have to buy and estimate how much they'll cost. Along the way, I wrote what each one could possibly cost on the right side. Then under everything, I wrote total and added up the expenses to $185. Last but not least, I thought the page looked a little plain, so I drew out my 2 strings with purple and pink flags on either side of the title. Finally, you cannot have a party without a playlist, especially if it's a Riverdale party since they sing nonstop on that show. So I'm gonna put together a party playlist. All I did for this page was write playlist in big bold letters across the top of the page, and then use my gel pen to create some pink musical notes on either side. Then I numbered the page 1 through 15. After that, I just filled it in with songs that I'd want to play at the party, and obviously I'm keeping it Riverdale inspired, so I included Tell Me by Johnny Jewel from the first episode of the show, Dance 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 by the Riverdale cast, and the Carrie playlist, which was amazing in the musical episode. This party is going to be lit. That's it. I hope these party planning spreads help you plan the best party ever. Now definitely subscribe to 17's YouTube channel below so that you don't miss out on any of our future bullet journaling videos just like this one. Bye!
Okay, so as you can see, guys, stop sending texts that are not part of today's session, please. Because remember that the chat can be seen by everybody. I'm seeing right now the chat and you are writing things that are out of the session. So before you get some punishment because you are playing, stop doing that and take the class seriously. In less than a minute, the class is going to disconnect and we are going to reconnect again. Right now, we got some ideas from this girl on how she prepared her party. Yes, and she included different things like guest list, playlist, the budget, the checklist of the things she needed. She included the place, the time, everything, okay? So you can probably use those kind of ideas to do this activity, okay? So we're about to disconnect. Remember to reconnect again and start completing the list, please, before we